No time to plot from standard lore. Welcome to the Worldbuilding the Virtual Isles podcast. Now, this time, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit more fun. So, I talked about the fact that you can do basically whatever you want in D&D at some point before. I'm going to show that, actually. Uh, so, a couple of my players, my players have talked about this a while ago, about playing Monopoly with D&D. Basically. So, I want to make that actually happen. So, basically, I will say that this one is basically kind of like as you are. So, I'll have a couple main things. I'll get them down so I can go over them. But in general, just so you guys know about what I'm referring to, basically, it's the game where you pass go, you get a certain amount. Obviously, there's the community chest, free parking, chance, and then there's two browns, two light blues, two pink. I say three pinks, three light blues as well. I think I misspoke on that one. Three oranges, three reds, three yellows, three greens, and two blues. So I'll be using that for the most part. However, I might also change it, so we'll see. So this is basically kind of like what I'm going for. So first off, obviously there has to be some sort of money, basically. So I'm going to basically have up Redox's sheet because he's good indicator, basically. Or like he's just the one. So obviously it's like we need to consider like, do we use copper? Do we use silver? Do we use electrum? Or maybe like gold or plat, basically. So obviously the amount is probably going to be like, well, considering the amount, probably like 1,500 of something. Depending on the scale, it might be better to place it in as like platinum or copper, basically. Some of the things that might be possible with this is if you buy like say a town, like say like Dawsbury is on this, so like the amethyst one for me, like maybe with this type of thing, you actually do have it be that like if they buy Dawsbury in the game and they end with Dawsbury in their possession, that then they go and get it. So basically, I'm going to have I'm going to want to have an explanation for like kind of why do they like get out, basically. Because like I obviously if it's a horror one, like it makes sense. I have other things for horror, and like I'll probably be doing a lot more horror style things next week. Because like what is next week? So yeah, we have four more. The next four will be essentially like horror themed things, basically. Or at least how I've usually ran like horror sessions, because I'm not gonna say that it's very like easy to run a horror thing, but I will freely run a Halloween themed event, basically. This might be a little bit more of a like Christmas style thing. Maybe I do it for like a birthday stream or something. Just like let them loose into this. See about like what sort of chaos do they get up to in this. Which at that point I might let it be that they can't kill each other. They can't take each other out. They will kill each other's characters, but they can. Basically. But like as well, like if Wretched's there, I do know that like adding in combat would definitely make it to where like he's like the number one target, mainly because he's probably targeting literally everyone. Um, so yeah. In general, if you want to have it be that the D&D players are playing Monopoly, I will say that you probably do want to just have it be like a skill check, basically. You don't want to really have it be like this specific thing. So basically, like this, like the way that I'm imagining it is the tokens, well, the typical tokens that the people are using is the exact same token that they normally have, basically. Uh, and so like, yeah. Uh, Now that said, I don't really know about what would I have as the transportation, basically. Um. So yeah. I mean, I guess that probably what I want. What I probably want to do is plot out like why, like what is the major point about this, basically, because like I one of the things that I plan to do is with the chance, right? Like they roll a d20 basically as like the deck is always shuffled, basically. So like they might have like a safe cashing out system to where like their character is off the board, has like literally just gets every single thing that they're fine with, basically. So like there is no like questioning it. I may have a normal thing of cashing out, basically, but depending on how much you have, like, you might fall into a bit of spikes. So yeah, like it is what it is. So yeah. Uh. Uh. Actually, um. Bankrupt effect. Fall into spikes. I do like the idea of falling into spikes, basically if you have the if you do bankrupt, basically. So effectively, like the major thing with this is kind of going to be like trying to like that's how I can see this being like a little bit more of a horror thing as well. Like basically it's like they are playing Monopoly, right? But if they go and defeat somebody, they fall into spikes. Like if they win, if they beat some, if somebody goes to make hers, they fall into spikes and die. If they cash out early, then they do have the same thing happen. But if they go and get the chance, then they can't be out of there. But at the same time, like I don't necessarily want to like have that be a feature. I guess basically, because like I for the effect, it's basically just like I I want the card to be like I want everything to be like somewhat, I guess, meaningful. I guess basically like yeah, it just it is what it is basically. Like, yeah. Um, to be fair, part of why I do go and have like with the dragon, right? Like, depending on how yeah, depending on who is actually like operating this. I guess that also does depend about like what goes on basically, because like I, for example, the greens, right? Like where you normally place the greens. I can put that as like the Emerald Dragon area. And so like we do that. The blues, I technically could put that as Sapphire, but like blues is technically like the most. Actually, I guess the blues. I guess like in terms of like monetary thing, then like it does make sense. So like, let me see about where that would be. So, or boardwalk to Jarlsford. Um, which is it's Penzav of yeah, Penzav to what else I have it right to probably Queenstown in my case. So obviously yours is going to be different, but mine I have a Emerald Dragon area as a kind of like ruler area. So North Car to yes. Wait, where would it be? No, it's Messy. Not really Floberg. Dustar. Okay. So that would be to Dustar. I might sort this out a little bit better later, but like at least for now, I'm going to be doing that. I don't really have anything else specifically for things like that just yet. So actually, I don't know what would be Park Place just yet. I definitely if I was saying the greens is like the emerald, basically. Like, I guess I might need to come up with a library name, basically, and maybe like a inn name for or that. So actually, yeah, Park Place, Sophia Inn. So I'm just gonna list it as Sophia Inn right now, so that basically whenever I go and think of a name for Sophia's Inn, then basically comes out into that. So Pacific goes to Dustar library. So there's that. Wait, I guess I should probably come up with everything else. So BRB. Alright, so that's everything basically. So like Boardwalk is technically like Jarlsford, basically, because like it's something effectively. So yeah, I actually have the I have at least the standard American version of the Monopoly board. the main reason for that is just simply for the fact that like it's convenient, basically. Like honestly, I don't give a frick about what everything is, basically. Like, uh, literally for me, it's like I'm changing everything anyway. So like, Boardwalk is yours for Park Place is Sophia's Inn, and Penn's Avenue is Queenstown, basically the capital of this dragon style area. North Carolina goes to Dust Star, the main Emerald area. Pacific Avenue goes to its library, basically. Marvin Gardens and everything else just kind of like is a little bit more, how do you say, up in the air. So, yeah. Let me go for like, yeah, actually, let me go and organize it based off of color as well. Actually, I can, might as well just write it down. So, like, blue is Sophia's, or rather, Sapphire, then green is, I'm gonna say Emily, basically, or Emerald, basically. Yellow is, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to base yellow on just yet. Red, red again is a question mark because like I don't have anything. Orange, Tori maybe? So like topaz basically. Pink. Actually, pink would be Charlotte, basically. So like rose quartz, basically. So maybe I do change out some color, basically. So yeah. Light blue, no idea just yet. And then brown is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about whether I want to have it be like the magic. I don't want to know whether I want to have it be like the electric company still. Like, I'm definitely fine with like waterworks, basically. But like, I don't know about electricity, basically. Because like, we at least have the like this world, the world that I build. Typically it's a modern one, right? So like a modern one would in theory have like some sort of like water district thing, basically. So yeah, like it kind of makes sense to have waterworks, basically. So yeah. Uh Actually, I guess move a bit. Yeah, I would say 1d20. Like, basically the major reason about why this is to be, like, a little bit more interesting than D&D, I guess, is the fact that, like, well, yeah, there's no doubles. Like, you can get a lot around the board a lot faster, basically. Like, for example, like, you can like immediately roll onto Mediterranean. Like that is something you can do. So it makes Mediterranean like a lot more threatening, I guess. And I do like this. I do like the idea of having it be a D20 for this a little bit more, because like, I feel like they might. I feel like the creators of Monopoly might have actually had to be a D20 or something, if it wasn't for the fact that like it's not like common, basically, effectively. So yeah, like Yahtzee was probably like one of the faster ones, and the reason why Yahtzee kind of like took off was the fact that like it was somewhat fast. They didn't have the big long piece of paper. If they had D20, then they probably would have had the other stuff as well. But you never know. So part of the thing that I was having as the idea with this as well is community chess, right? Like typically you don't really care or desire community chess. It's just like, okay, sure, it's a bit of money. Oh well. I was like, okay, I'll take it. It's better than paying out money. But in this case, like, I would say that it might be a bit better to land on like the actual like item, basically, or rather to community chest rather than chance, because like, right, I will say that with the part of the idea with community chest, right, in this case it was like one of the ideas behind it was to actually like have community chest be a way for them to go and get magic items. So if they're getting magic items from community chest, they might actually want to have like role manipulation and other things like that. And so like I maybe with combat functions, it's not so much them fighting the other enemies, but it's like changing to modify a role, basically. I feel like that would be a cool thing. But to be fair, you also forgo your turn, and people can join in your fight or pass you up. If they join in your fight, then on your turn, you get to do another round of combat, basically, or to choose to do the round of combat, or you can leave if the other person that has joined in the fight, to get the rewards, basically. So yeah, actually, I like the idea of that. So optional fights can join in or pass. So with this, I'll go and say optional fight rewards. So role modifications, money is probably like another top one. Like, I would definitely say that like they would not want to fight it for money specifically. Like they're probably gonna be doing it for the role modifications. But like, if you do a role, then like it is what it is, basically. Or rather, like if you choose to fight and you just get money, like I will say that it is kind of a waste, because like a lot of those D20s, like they could have been spent to kind of help you get closer to passing Go. Oh, basically. And Go would probably be like a little bit more valuable. So, go function receive 200 blank. I should really go and figure out about what money I want to have it be. A jail function. Well, like that would also be another valuable thing. Part of the community chance thing that part of the community chest thing that I do say is like very unfortunate is the fact that like I kind of want it to be something that they want to land on, but also not something that I want it to be like they force it effectively. Like maybe I do actually do this for Christmas, basically, and make it a little bit more there, or basically like actually Christmas reason MA messed up and sucked them in and takes session time to fix. I think that they will like, and they're all cashing out at the same time. I would definitely say like, well, okay, I apologize for that, but yeah, you guys gave up on a lot of things. Technically, you guys could have stayed in there a little bit longer. Kind of like, if you kept everybody else alive, you could have done it. Basically, like, yeah, it is what it is, basically. But like, like. It is definitely something that like I do see like I definitely do see the fact that if they are actually like it's kind of like the prisoner's dilemma. I do kind of like the idea of turning the Christmas thing into like the prisoner's dilemma thing. And the reason why I say that is because it's like you could like in theory the best choice actually is to go work together, keep everybody alive, somewhat equal, like somewhat equal function. That way everybody's alive and stuff. And then basically just like other things with that. Effectively. However, if somebody starts buying property, people start landing on it. People start building. That person starts building houses on it. Okay, well that starts to make it a little bit more interesting because somebody's actually becoming a threat, rather than like them all working together to go and get like 80-star magic items that they might want. To go and get like money as well. Yeah. So, to be fair, part of the issue with this, though, is the fact that I do go and give them options to go, like, buy magic items. That said, though, I could just make it to where, like, the shop doesn't have it. So... yeah, sure. Since I'm somewhat debating about doing this for Christmas, I'll put out platinum for now. Like I frankly do say that I have a usual habit of not really giving out my players, or giving to my players a bunch of like loot and money, basically. So there's that. But this is effectively like me giving my players like 15,000 gold for doing nothing. For doing nothing they do. They get 30. They get 15,000 gold. And each time they make a lap around the board, they get an extra 2,000 gold. That is until they actually start playing Monopoly. But it is what it is, basically. Like, technically, like I said, it's the prisoner's dilemma, because, like, however many players there are there that show up for the Christmas session, they all get, effectively, like, a pool, like, say if it's, like, 4 people that show up. Like, they get a pool of 6,000 platinum that they can do. So basically, like 60. Wait. Yeah, it would be 6K. So yeah, it would be 60,000 gold. That they can choose to split it up however they want. They can keep it that way. It would be boring, but it is that way. To be fair, I will say that I might, like, I don't want them to be necessarily, like, bored, or, like, I don't, like, it's basically one of those things where it's, like, it's gonna be, like, definitely something I have to manage. Because it's, like, obviously, I don't want to have, like, a, boring session where it's, like, where, like, they're just rolling d20s, basically, going to, where that would be on the board, passing it up, going off, doing nothing with it, going back to start, getting more money, rinse and repeat, and basically we're all done, and we didn't really play D&D, and we didn't really play Monopoly either. Like, I don't want to be like that. But I do want it to be, like, that it's like we are getting to the end, and it's like, okay, well then, now that you have had the fun, or the fun in Monopoly, you guys know how much you had? It's like, this much? It's like, it comes with you. All the money you just earned, it literally is coming for you. Merry Christmas. Like, I do kind of like that. My players are going to absolutely hate me for that. Like, they're going to absolutely hate me up until the point where they all, like, are out. Basically, they're done. It's like, hey, can we go back in there? It's like, nope. It's like, you guys went out. Sorry. You guys gave it up. If they clearly don't want to, then basically, like, okay, like, they do a couple rolls, and they basically just, like, get like, MA just has fixed it, basically, and yeah, like, they just kind of leave, effectively. So yeah, like, that's kind of like the major thing that I would be saying, basically. Like, it is what it is, basically. But yeah. Uh, um, I guess that's something else I can do. Like, I actually argue that the Reds are more powerful than, like, any other set, basically. Because, like, to be fair, like, there's 3 of them, right? And one of them is a chance effect. So yeah, actually, I'm going to make this be purple, or rather, amethyst. So this one I would say is Aria, basically. Because, like, Arya is, like, the most powerful dragon tank, like, out of, like, the general dragons. In technicality. Like, if you want to be really technical, it might actually be Sophia. Like, Sophia is definitely the richest one out of the three. Out of all of them. Like, Charlotte is definitely not rich. She just loves fortune telling. As for Emily, she just loves books. She hides away. She doesn't really have much interaction. But she does have enough information to probably destroy you should she want to. She just probably is hiding away from you. Sophia will destroy you. However, if you have the money, she will love having you around. But she still is capable to absolutely destroy you if you piss her off. Arya is a similar way, but she's a lot more dangerous. She's a lot more threatening. She's a lot more, how do you say, powerful. So, yeah. You kind of don't want to piss her off if you can do it. Okay, actually, I am starting to think about something for the yellow now. So, yellow is similar to gold as well. Like, one of the things that I usually run into when I go and get a yellow color is the fact that like yellow usually runs into the issue of effectively like just a yellow skin, or rather like it runs into like effectively it's usually similar to gold. So I actually do have a gold dragon, believe it or not. And this one would actually be Fox. So I don't have a name for them, obviously, but yeah. Wait, that might work, basically. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if I really want to like operate using that. Maybe I do change out the final two colors though. Because, like, I don't know if I have something that I want to put in for, like, light blue, brown. I mean, like, kind of, brown is a little bit more useful. But only if it's, like, there. So, yeah, this one, actually, I'm gonna go with Lawless. I'm gonna go Lawless for Baltic. Mediterranean with the uninteresting thing. Yeah. I'm gonna have it be Merkwell, basically. Because, like, those two places, yeah, they've had things there. They've had things happen and have done things there. That said, though, yeah, it's not often. Like, Merkwell, they basically went after FanFoss just because, like, yeah, people escaped there. Oh, that doesn't have anything go on. Lawless, think that we had that be, like, I forget the thing with it, but I know that we had, like, them go up to Ashen soon after that. So, yeah. And we just have never been really back to Lawless and Merkwell since. At least not default. So, there's that. So, boring tank, I guess, basically. Any other one that's kind of a bit more boring? I mean that's a different thing. Like that's part of why I'm questioning whether or not I want to do like the gold there, because like yellows are also like quite powerful, but there's usually not like a reason to go there, right? Actually, so powerful, but not use count. So basically, that would be like, which one would be the more powerful one out of all of them? In all honesty, I would actually say probably in that case, Marvin Gardens would be Crab Bank. Don't get me wrong, the other two would be similar, but like Everton is there. Was there anything interesting about Crab Bank? Yeah, that's a thing. So I'm gonna put as exotic night elf tavern. My friends are gonna look over and see like all of these and be like, Gordon, what the frick are you putting on the map? Like, what the frick's all this? But hey, you know what it is? It's like, then you know. But to be fair, that still does go and bring down to the issue of the light blues, basically. Because like we can't really like repeat, basically. So let's go with, so basically for doing that, it would be like Charlotte would be, wait, where would it be? Oh, Virginia, actually. So that would be Hartsvale. What would be other interesting things with Hartsvale? I don't know. Like, dude, I'm gonna say changes with this just so I don't lose it if I have things happen with it. Because, yeah, it would really, really suck if I can't. Yeah, I guess. Wait. Yeah, it'd be like a layer, and then like, freaking with that, like, uh, fortune, fortune star. Like, yeah, it would be basically like those. What would the names be? Like, what would the layer name be? What would be the fortune stall's name? I have no idea. I do not. I'm not gonna care about like looking through and doing things for that because it is what it is, basically. Yeah. To be fair, even if they do go to the yellows, or like basically if they do, even if they do go to Crab Bank and like Everton and Abbey, I still will probably keep them as yellow, basically. Just simply for the fact that like it is something useful. So Arya is, oh, I should probably say red to purple, basically. To amethyst, basically, for Aria. Because I was about to be like, wait, where is the red thing? And basically, yeah. So this would be Dosberry. What would be other important things like Dosberry? I mean, there's the local dungeon. There's a couple other things. Actually, I guess that we could do the other stuff. So, yeah. So, oh, I misspelled in Indiana. There's only one N, but two pairs. As long as I at least understand it, I'm good. So that would be, actually, yeah, that one should be Arya's Tavern. I don't quite know what Arya's called her tavern, but it is what it is. Then for Kentucky, the final red, basically, yeah, it would be the casino, basically. For reference, in the chance, they still would have the other ones, because at least we'll assume that like the chance and stones have yeah, like it's gonna at least assume that the chance uses everything else. But yeah, it is what it is. So what other things do we have? Right, so I have to come up with things for the light blue, because at least I can come up with things for like the browns. I don't mind them being brown still. Oh, but it is what it is. So anything else that's like there? I guess we could do pink for the light blue. So, because that is something that is also there. I don't know though. Oh, pink. I'll at least write that down and question it just because that. So as for the orange, because I want to have that done, it would be Oster much T. What would be other things in Oster much T? Like maybe the beach. Maybe the beach. But I don't know. I don't know about the beach. Monastery, yeah. That would also work. That's how you spell monastery. Are you right? Nope. It's Monastery, not Monastry. I don't know why, but it works. It works. I always say you don't like. I'm definitely of the opinion that you don't have to spell outside of the fact that you at least have to get close. If you can spell close enough, it's good enough. But if you can't spell close enough, then it's not good enough. What would be another thing there, though? I don't know. I guess a beach. Like, where they named the beach, basically, that they get a bunch of crabs from, basically. Like, it'll be funny if they go and get, if they go and, like, are farming crab from, like, Crab Beach, basically. Or what had done that. But, yeah. It is what it is. So. Uh, um, yeah, I guess I'm fine with the, like, blues being, like, pings. Because, like, that would be, like, what? Ashen, like, ping law office, basically. And then, like, I freaking, like, yeah, it would be freaking, ballless. Wait, was that 3 L's or was it 1 L? I think it was 3 L's? Yeah, it was 3 L's. Now, to be fair, I do say that one issue with doing it, with setting it up like this, basically, is going to be the fact that, like, when we take them out, or at least when I take them out, well, when I take them out of this, like, it's going to set the belief and the opinion that, oh, we actually own, say, Ping's Law Office, and Ballas, and Ashton, etc., etc. No, they don't. It's just that the, yeah, it basically will be, like, he kind of has no idea about where all the items came from, but that's basically just, like, the, reward for playing, effectively. So, yeah. It's like, he's probably just gonna point upward and say, like, I'm just gonna assume that it's that occasional prick. What, why he gave it to you, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with him because it's easier to explain than literally anything else, effectively. So, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. To be fair, considering the fact that he's a, character, no matter how much in the US people might actually want him to be actual real, at least if the lore accurate, if he's lore accurate, at least. But yeah, it is what it is. So what else? What else? Basically, So, oh, I also did the thing for chess, for chance, actually. So it's that. Um. Uh. 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 Hmm. Uh. That's actually kind of interesting with the. What else would the. That's pain, basically. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so anything else that I really have to do? So I guess the fast goal would be to like get down 20 on chance. Uh, oh, whoops. I'm gonna have to. I forget that I do that. That I'm gonna do like get that. I forgot. I forgot that it likes saying like colon and then a word is a link. It's annoying. Roll20 is annoying like that. Well, like Twitch in that regard, because like I do hate the fact that Twitch like really, really goes and like you know it really likes to say like, oh, you did 2 words separated by a period. Well then, here you go. Here's a link. So yeah, it is what it is basically. Okay, so basically, what I am seeing is basically like with the chance cards, I do probably want to make sure that I kind of actually like reverse these. Like basically, like how it'd be like Sophia's Inn is like the main reason why you're going to like Yarrow Ford, basically. Uh, or at least it's the main thing for it. So yeah. Uh, as for some of the other ones, I'm fine with them. Like, I'm fine with it being just like, yeah, you're probably going to like Arya's place for like, yeah, like it's safe to say like it's either the tavern or the casino, probably more the casino. In all honesty, but it is what it is. And if you're going to if you're going to Hartsville, probably what it is like you're going to the fortune stall. You probably heard about the fortune telling dragon, and kind of were curious to see about what it was, effectively. So yeah, it is what it is. As I do like some of these other ones, and I have definitely decided to like make mine be the utilities because, to be fair, it does make a little bit of sense that you would have it be like you go into the event and it's like, hi, here you go. So it is what it is basically. So I don't know what I want to do with the railroads though. Because like that's the thing, right? Like I don't really have a transportation thing. Like there's not like with mine. There's not really like like there's not like a transporter basically. Like you can't go be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go on to like a insert railroad here. But like it is what it is. It's just kind of like MA, honestly, like no offense, and like this is people that have like the medieval or closer to the medieval mythology type thing. Uh, like the others, like there's things that I do have in my world, basically, that are kind of like not really things that I want to say or things that are like, you know, necessarily legal in normal points, but like I have them be legal for the fact that one, it's an adult type thing, and like I usually play for like adults play, so like we normally just like say yeah, no, go ahead, pop off, we don't care, like We don't care if it's like, oh, hey, yeah, you have this person over here that's like, uh, under 18 or whatever. But yeah, um, I guess I might think about them later. Or basically, I will say that I actually did flesh this out a little bit more than what I thought I would. I mean, like, uh, yeah, for me, I went and like had it already like written out as like, okay, so what did I want to like discuss slash talk about? Like, obviously, like what are we using for money? Basically, in this case, platinum. Or at least like probably going with like a platinum. If I'm doing it for, if I'm setting this up by Christmas, then it's like I just need to find some reason that MA went and was asking them specifically. I mean, probably what it is just the fact that like he wanted to test something, and he wanted the easiest people to go and get there as possible, basically being the party. And then like I obviously I want it to be like fast or some way to kind of be fast. Still, the only thing I can think of is like maybe D20 on chance, basically. A like for reference, if the GeoGS free card has still not been used, probably what's being shuffled around is a different card, or basically like maybe if so like basically if somebody has like the GeoGeo one, it's like sorry, somebody has the GeoGeo free card, it's basically like, okay, yeah, sure, you have that, it's great, but guess what? You fail. Oh, basically. Or rather, like, because it's like somebody else has the Geo free card, it's like, nah, that's like towards the top. Or like things are getting like shifted down. So yeah. Like I said, I'll have to figure out about the railroads, I'll have to figure out about some of these other ones. Kind of like, how do I rank them effectively? Because like, I'll probably have it be like the D20 is basically like how effective of a card did you get? Basically. So yeah. Obviously the penalty, like obviously with this, like jail is a very big penalty. Like it is just a massive penalty. Like it's insane. Now obviously I will go and say that if there is an enemy here, I will definitely be rolling and out in the open, though. And the only reason why is specifically and solely for the fact that then the other players aren't like, well, yeah, you're a DM, you just chose to roll over onto this one, even if if you see on the recording that I rolled like, yeah, just for an example reason, like, okay, cool. Like you say, if that 20 like somehow advances me from like, say, like it would be across the board, right? Like, actually, just to make it easier, like yeah, say like that 20, like they're especially gonna call BS if it's like, oh hey, like I went from like I had like freaking Park Place or whatever, or and then just like I was on New York and just rolled that, and then it's like, well, yeah, obviously when the DM is trying to screw you over and cheat by just saying like, oh hey, this time I rolled a 20, like, okay, yeah, they obviously it's gonna be hard to do anything. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably not going to be in it for reference. But like, it is what it is, basically. So, yeah. Now, obviously, if they do have it be like, I not really fun, basically, like if I do have to go and do like an early kick out via like MA, I figure out about the mess up real quickly. I'll probably have had them do like 2-3 laps of the board, basically, because I at least want them to try it with how much I do. Like I usually try to at least have like something for it. So yeah. But like, might this work? Might this not? Who knows? Who actually knows? Like, we will find out. Basically, is the thing I'm gonna go with as effectively. So yeah. How big of a map this might be, I don't know. Because like, it's actually, yeah, it seems like I would probably want it to be like about 60 by 60, I think. Because like, in theory, I'm wanting it to be like the top row is like 60, the inner part you don't worry about at all, and then just like everything else is as you go. Oh, basically. And so it's like, yeah, I'll obviously be keeping track of the money and any sort of trades and stuff, but like, at least with this one, like the only question kind of would be about like kind of what do they do, especially on like chance and chess. But yeah, like it is what it is. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I see me work, well, kind of flesh out like D&D Monopoly. Next 4 weeks will be horror themed ones. So for those that are planning a horror themed campaign, or well, yeah, for those that are planning a horror themed campaign, okay, I'll have a couple ideas for you. Those playing horror sessions like myself, I will also have a couple ideas for you all. Maybe I use some mine, maybe I don't, or have something incredibly, incredibly terrifying and horrific for my players. And the funny thing would be, they don't even know how horrifying it is until they get into it. But hey, that's the power of a DM. That's the effect of a DM. And to me, that's a very, very enjoyable thing. I love the idea of being able to see the look on the players, well, hearing their voice at least, is about, oh hey, we are screwed because of insert thing here. But hey, that's just another thing. But yeah, if you want to go and like hear me yap about basically like so many other things, basically like you can go over to my Twitch at like Gordon_fan42. I don't know if I'm uploading these to any place other than YouTube. I do more recommend on YouTube to watch these, and I will post each of these like every Saturday at about 8 a.m. Well, 8 a.m. Pacific, then it would be 11 a.m. Eastern. So my players do usually have a chance to look at these. I will be real, they don't. I can tell that they don't. Cause like, yeah. I can also tell that they don't watch the sessions back, despite the fact that there are times where I do add into the sessions I do these for are on like additional things that are like important notes that they might want to have, but yeah, it is what it is. That's just one of my reps. But yeah. Um. Like. With all that. Hopefully. You all enjoy your sessions, and I will ultimately see everyone when I see you all.